What is going on, Super Channel? Welcome back. Today we are going to be working back on the GS. I believe this is going to be part 10 of the GS build. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I have taken a huge break from it. Family vacation, World Cup finals, just the Supra, kind of did a couple events, had a flat last week. And what else? We changed the oil feed line I got from PHR, like little things that I needed to do, you know. So anyway, no Super talk today. It's just all Lexus. So let's see here, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I just been staring at it. I know I have a lot of things to do to it, but I just kind of lost, you know, once you get away from it, you lost track, and I pretty much have to write down the stuff that I have to do to it. So actually, let's see here. First thing I'm gonna do is the water neck. You guys saw I had this one all nice and powder coated, factory one, welded the 20N on it. But if you can see here, look how much it sticks out. I actually noticed this last time with my old man. It sticks out all the way up here. So by the time the line comes, it's gonna be resting on top of the factory overflow tank, which I don't want to get rid of. I actually like the OEM fan setup on the Lexus. Also, not to get sidetracked, you see the aluminum radiator. It's a stock size. You see it's very thin compared to the Supra one, but it's aluminum. So we still got to get the other 20N bung here welded, and I want to set it up here because I want to measure how long, you know, I have to get it, because I actually want to get a perfect 90. I want a line across from here to here. I don't want to do a 45 like I did with the Supra. I want to make it very simple. 90 here and a 90 there and a straight line in the middle. Obviously the travel length on the GS compared to the Supra is a lot longer, because here the Supra, the mount is up here. So if you do a 90, you have like this much holes, and for me the small holes looks a little, just doesn't look right. So on this, it should be perfect with the 290s. So this wasn't really doing it for me, so I went ahead and got one of these. Yeah, check it out, guys. So this is over the top part. This thing retails for about $450 by the time you do the fitting and stuff. But I must say, I'm not hating on anybody, any manufacturer, anything out there, but this for me is the best water neck option, the best aftermarket water neck there is. It's on there. It's the most space compact one. The fitting actually points out perfectly, like straight, not sideways. I don't know why they do it sideways. It just, for me, it just makes it weird. So I think this right here is very, you know, closer to the engine, straight out, and it just kind of like space saving. The sensors are tucked away under, like they're hidden, you don't see them. So this for me, anybody looking for an aftermarket water neck, you got to spend the extra money and go with the Rad Industry one. Big shout out to them, man. This is by far the nicest piece. Now, this is my GS. There was a project build, I mean a budget build. The Supra has it, obviously, you know, in black, so there's nothing here polished or chrome. I did find this one posted on Marketplace, and I jumped on it right away. It's a little cheaper, so went ahead and saved like a couple $100 there. So the plan is to eventually get it powder coated. That's the other thing, guys. After kind of just sitting around and, you know, giving it thought, this car, we're not gonna do the whole polish and black or chrome and black look. We're gonna do all black. As you saw, the intake is already black. Valve covers are black. There's a lot of black features on the car, and I want to do something, you know, something different from the Supra. So when you kind of see them, you know, obviously they're related, same channel, whatever, but it's gonna be different. So this is gonna be probably powder coated black, even all the pipes, intercooler pipes. So it's gonna be a lot of black, you know, and I'm gonna obviously, you know, give it nice details. You know, I try to make it different and not just a big lot of black stuff just on there. So still gotta give it my touch. So bear with me. You'll see it when it's final, and I'm sure it's gonna come out nice. But yeah, guys, this is gonna end up being black, but this is the piece. So this is kind of little things I'm gonna be tackling in this video. Just, it's not gonna be concentrating on one thing. Remember, I still have to take the trends off. If you can see there, the factory flex plate is on there. I'm not gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with an ATF billet flex plate for the 2J, but they are currently on back order, I believe, to the end of December. And you know, when they say that at the end of the year, Christmas time, holidays, that probably means more like towards January. So either way, I'm gonna be calling them once a week, just follow up on them. They're local to us, so I could just pass by and pick it up. So yeah, my focus today, or for the moment, until I get distracted or jump on something else. Change out the water neck, measure this right, get this welded onto my take it to my weld guy so he can weld this on. The downpipe, I'm gonna go ahead and take it off. I want to seal this thing off. I'm not gonna be using this factory style oxygen sensor. We're gonna be using this one, this wrap. I'm gonna take it off. I want to go with a black one. I ordered a new turbo blanket. Obviously, the new one's probably gonna end up in the Supra, and we're gonna put on the one that's in the Supra now on this one, so you don't see this rusted stuff. I don't want to freaking Cerakote or not. Obviously, you guys know that's brand new. That came from Precision, and just from sitting out here, look how it is. It's never even been ran through, and you know it's already all like rusted looking. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be the plan for today. And then obviously I'm probably just gonna start measuring out like the little things I need, like lines for the fuel system, so I can start ordering the fittings, so I have less downtime. The ring over here, I gotta cut out the holes. I gotta get that powder coater too. So it's a lot of little things I need to get done that are kind of boring to put in video, but I just wanna, like I said, I wanna be as transparent as possible with you guys, and kind of just show you everything. The other little thing that I did over here was the horns on the GS. You guys know the horns are here. I always thought you could see them through the grill. For me, they look super like tacky. I don't like them. So I kind of mounted them down here on the chassis, and try to take as much space away. This is the factory one that goes over here on the side. Actually, I mounted it down here. I use these factory holes that were here. Actually, I just put a screw through it and on the underside, and just put them there. So there was already a hole here, so I don't think the ARP hardware looks all that bad there. Obviously, when that's done there, I'm gonna see if I mount the transmission cooler there. Still haven't figured that out, but probably leaning to this side, because this side's gonna have the intercooler pipe, and this car is definitely a lot tighter than the Supra, so forget about this side. There's definitely no space here. This sensor here, and the ambient sensor for the temp outside, it was all mounted on here before. But guys, I'm trying to keep this as clean as possible. I don't want to do anything I'm gonna like just say is like, man, that just looks bad. So mounted it here. It's actually bolted down. Don't think it's just done. The zip tie is actually just the ambient sensor. I just didn't want it moving around and whatnot. So the only thing here left that you see is this is all just the 4 plugs for the headlights. I said there's nothing else. Very simple. Same thing on this side. If you can see, exactly 4 plugs as well for the headlights. Even these are the, I believe, crash sensors. These are for the airbags. They're both connected on both sides. So everything pretty much is plugged in already. There's nothing really else that electronically needs to be, you know, that's gonna be different or not. We are still missing the engine harness. I'm gonna leave that towards the end, since obviously once we get everything done, you know, there's a air temp sensor here. I just want Lando to come by and kind of just measure everything right, and you know, see exactly how I want to do it. The cables, obviously, I'm gonna do it just like the Supra. Instead of going over the top, I'm gonna make it go under, so they actually feed from down there. So there's no cables exposed anywhere. Like I said, guys, I want something different. You know, most of the GS guys, they just kind of do a VIP look, just like dropped airbags. This is gonna be a different animal. I want something. Maybe that, you know, occasional track day, you know, something that I could turn up the boost and have some fun, or just go to a, you know, car show. Everybody was like, oh yeah, regular GS outside, pop the hood, and they're like, oh my god, you know, this guy really went the extra mile with this thing. This is the side that goes right on the block. Look how much shorter it is. It's almost the whole, like a whole fitting just moves over to the side. Obviously it's shorter, so it's gonna give us that space we need. So yeah, remember, sensors on the factory one go here, sensors on this one go on the bottom side, so they're not visible, you don't see them. The other thing I forgot to mention, this, obviously the factory one uses the factory gasket style. This one uses an O-ring style. The gentleman I got it from even had the little connection pipe, or whatever you call this, with new O-rings. So I just measured it with the one I had, and it's the same size, so I'll be using new one. ARP bolts are long, the same one that I had. See, not long enough, so I guess we're gonna have to use the ones that they come with, which is the ones I provide right here. See, so that's how much should stick out. Man, what a bummer. I don't have ARP bolts for that. Yeah, the head's too big anyway, so it's not gonna sit flush. Let me not mess with it. These are not all bad anyway, so let's just stick with these. Check this out. This I am very meticulous when it comes to details like this, because yes, it's a lot more expensive, but this right here is, for me, is what sets a build from another build. Look at this, it's perfect. That angle's perfectly straight now, does not rub here in the tank anywhere. Can run the line over here, and then maybe the other 90's over here. So now all I gotta do is just measure how much space I need him to weld the bung here, and then the other 90. All right, here's the other 20M bung that I need him to weld. Now I just need to see how far we need it to get it straight. So I'm gonna screw this on here really quick. Sorry, it's hard to record and screw this in at the same time. So here's bung with the 90. So you see, to get it straight, we're actually short. So I'm gonna need him to extend this pipe. What's up, guys? All right, this is a little trial and error here. I wanted to show you guys before I get it redone and refixed. I did this side of the AN holes already. Took it to my guy Adrian to get the other side over here fit. To get the other side here welded and extended. But as you can see, it's a little too long, guys. So the holes was this way. You see, it's kind of like on the VVTi cam gear. I don't want it there, so it needs to move over probably, I'll say, ½ an inch. So I'm here measuring it. I'm gonna mark for him how much he needs to take off, so we can cut it and re-weld it. But yeah, just kind of wanted to show you guys that it's not always perfect, but you know, that was my fault. I'm the one that measured, and I told him to extend it there. So yeah, just wanted to throw a clip in there, guys, so you can see it's not as easy as everybody thinks. It's just get it done and go. So this is one of the things that if you want perfection, you got to do it right. Welcome back. This is, I don't even know what, today's Wednesday. Yesterday I filmed the clip that we saw the water neck on the radiator wasn't long enough. I took it back to my buddy Adrian, and he re-welded it for me. I'm just test fitting it now before I go ahead and paint it, because you know I'm not gonna leave it like this. I'm gonna go ahead and paint it black. Let's see here. So that's mounted there. Let me get the fitting really quick. There's a 20N 90 that we're going to be using. Catching a bad cold, man, so I'm not feeling all that great. Alright, sorry, bear with me. This thing is hard to do right now. Alright, so we took out about ½ inch. Let's see here. Should run this on the top side. Get a better view of this. Alright, so elbow down, and then alright, yeah, that looks like it's straight on now. Sorry about that. So, radiator to push back. You see the holes there on the top of the fitting, and that looks like a good fit on the money. Straight, not touching the VVTi gear. So now all we gotta do is just cut the line. All right, guys, here's the final product. I'm surprised, I'm shocked myself that I actually got it done the first time. These 20N holes, they're not fun to make. They're a pain in the butt. Actually, this side, it's actually still warm from putting it on the vise and using the big adjustable to crank it down. As you can see, I got it all the way down. It's got like a little slack. It's got the radiators push it down, and then not, it's got, you know, it's not tense. So you don't want it to be too tight, you don't want it to be too long, because then it's gonna kink. So it's got to be right around there. It can be too exact. So this is why it's a pain in the butt. So here you can see it's actually pretty close fit. Clears the throttle body, the wheel. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take off the radiator, get it painted, and just let it sit overnight. And that's it, man. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm not feeling too good. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another clip. We are still working on the radiator, and it's actually done. We had to go back and shorten the water neck a little bit. You guys saw that. It's finally done. I got it painted. So today we're actually gonna go put on the car and show you guys the final product so I could close out with the radiator. Downpipe came back. I'm gonna wrap it with the black heat shield like I wanted. Install the dump tube, and I believe the Mac valve gets here today, so we're gonna tackle those little parts and just finish up here with the engine bay, and then I'll start tackling the fittings over here for the fuel system. Radiator's installed. Check it out. Line nice all the way across, all evenly. The only thing I'm not really happy with is this cut that I had to make here to the radiator. The plastic, obviously, you see it's not smooth, but there was like a big loop here that goes on the factory fan shroud to the radiator that I guess I don't know, it just doesn't fit with the aftermarket one, so I had to kind of cut it off, put the bolt there, the screw there, to just kind of make it look a little more presentable. But that is the only thing I'm not really happy with. But yeah, fan shroud is on. You can check out all the clearance. It's tighter, it's probably closer than the Supra, but these are the factory GS fans. Wires hooked up down there, temperature sensor down there is hooked up. Let's see, what is this? Line for blow off valve. That's it, just the lights, four plugs for the lights. Over here I wrapped the downpipe in the black heat shrink wrap, or heat wrap, I'm sorry. I didn't like that gold one that I had before. I got rid of the O2 sensor hole that I had here. We eliminated that, so we're going to use the wideband sensor. Dump tube is on. Let's see, I'm waiting for the Mac valve to get here. Should be delivered today, actually. I'm waiting for it. And then we're just going to hook up the vacuum lines. I'm probably going to put it somewhere on here in this area. I'll see when it gets here where I can mount it. All right, Mac valve showed up. As you can see, I already painted the bottom blue part black. Can't stand that green. Gotta have everything matching. And here's the base, which I spray painted black because that raw finished material just looked bad. Sorry. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it down here. You can see we have like a flathead Allen bolt. The base is gonna screw there with this in the bottom, so it's not touching the chassis. Then we're gonna just hook on the Mac valve to it, and then we'll just run the lines to the wastegate to the front of the turbo, and we'll be back shortly, so show you guys how it came out. All right, guys, looks like we're gonna be wrapped up for tonight, and probably for this video, because I know it's probably pretty long with all the clips on the radiator install. It started raining here, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. It's getting dark. Just wanted to show you guys where I placed the Mac valve. Down here there was already a screw in there on the chassis, so I didn't have to open any screws. Just put it on there. Obviously, you know, this line runs to the front compressor, and then we're gonna tee it off from here to the side of the wastegate, and then the cap of the wastegate to the other side of the Mac valve. The reason the T is not on is because I'm using one of these brass tees, and they come with that nasty brass color, so I just painted it black just for a peace of mind, guys. I don't want it to stick out like a sore thumb. So yeah, guys, pretty much wrote down all the fittings I need. I couldn't figure out the thread size for the return here on the fuel rail, but I got that figured out. I got to order them. So this line is gonna go under the runner down here, and then back up the runner up here, and tie there, and then this is this is the return, and then obviously you have the 2 feet. Pretty simple, nothing too crazy. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap this one up here. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, guys, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I hope you guys are following up with the GS build. I want to say we're about 70% done. Things major to do left is just wiring harness, finish up the fuel system, and that's it. She should be ready to roll then. So yeah, guys, stay tuned. I'll see you guys.